First time poster, long time lurker here. I know this sounds cliche, but ever since I was little, I could see dead people. Okay, no, not like the movie from the late 90s. Let me walk this back a bit. I always thought it was weird when I was little how everyone would watch shows and movies with zombies playing main characters. Oftentimes, the corpses would be so desiccated and rotted. It was amazing they could move and talk. It was especially surreal seeing regular special effects next to them. It was pretty traumatizing when I was a little kid, and I got picked on a lot at school because I wouldn't watch some popular shows. I never wanted to watch old movies, and my friends thought I was weird when we would be watching live kid shows, and I'd start crying because one of the kids was dead. Most of my childhood, I would wake up screaming for such vivid nightmares about zombies trying to eat me. I often woke my parents up. They couldn't figure out what I was so scared of. They even banned horror movies from the house, and they soon became frustrated with me. I quickly learned to keep my mouth shut about it. Eventually, I even became desensitized to it, and it was pretty hilarious around my teenage years watching rom-coms, not gonna lie. It wasn't until I was older that I made the connection. The actors who looked like zombies were actually dead. So yeah, alright. I figured there's gotta be some sort of mental illness in my early teens. Web browsers and self-diagnosing were easy enough since I never saw these monstrosities on the street. I see dead people, but only in recorded media. Never pictures or, oddly enough, gifs. I know better now. This really sunk in around the time my cousin disappeared last year. We live in a town where everyone knows each other, so it wasn't a big deal for a couple of late-age teenagers to go out for a movie and dinner downtown. I gotta tell you, I love my little cousin like a little sister. We didn't see each other as much because I work a lot now, but I remember taking care of her when she was a little kid. I was that one teenage family member that everyone loved to use for free babysitting. I had woken up that day to about a dozen missed calls from my aunt and uncle, along with some texts asking if my cousin had come to spend the night. I checked her social media because she's always on there, and almost immediately deleted the app. I remember clicking on her feed and trying not to sob when I saw the state she was in. The old videos of her on her Instagram were a waking nightmare. She was so mutilated. I didn't have the heart to say anything, and it's not like my aunt and uncle would believe me. I was so distraught, I had to take some time off work. No one questioned it. They still haven't found her body. Generally, I'm smart enough to keep this thing to myself. Like I said, I live in a town where everyone knows each other and gossip flies fast. Which is probably why you're asking, why are you posting this online then? Well, something new has happened. Recently, I saw a movie, and a very popular actor was definitely dead in it. They were mangled, almost beyond recognition. But my friends had no problem confirming who it was. Nothing new there. People die, but well, they don't actually seem to be dead. They're still in online tabloid articles and still actively posting on Twitter. Hell, recently they just had an interview with a big-name late-night talk show host, who I don't think I have to mention. I'm sure at this point you can guess who it is. What's even more concerning is that people are starting to appear dead on my video feeds. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. No matter where I go, they're popping up with increasing frequency. Most of them are still somehow updating their timeline, and I don't know what to make of it. At this point in my life, I've learned not to question these things, but this is really freaking me out. Since I've been working from home due to COVID, I don't have much to do in my downtime. Mostly I just scroll through social media and watch movies, so it's become jarringly obvious that something serious is going on. I have no idea what's happening, but I feel like I should be warning people. If your friends or family are acting different, keep an eye out. There might be something seriously wrong with them.